video. So again, earlier we were talking about, the tactics or whatever, the trickery, the thieving, the bribery, the Nine of Pentacles energy in reverse that's going on. Because there is, I feel when we're talking about the Nine of Pentacles, we could be talking about someone who is standing in the upright and doing things the right way and collecting information the right way. But a nine of Pentacles in reverse to me is someone has flying monkeys. All right, that will go out and use energy from the north, the south, the east, and the west, and gather up this energy. Also using energy of signing documents and treaties that they should not be signing without certain individuals being aware with the United States government. That's right there, signing over. To me, it feels like that would be signing over. Okay, because if we're talking about, the United States corporation, which is that 10-mile radius, working with certain individuals is still a foreign affair, because the energy that I feel is coming from that house right now is foreign energy. So the G7 was already some type of treacherous energy coming towards the American people that seem to be benefiting foreigners and immigrants. I won't say migrants, because I feel like some of these migrants are just Americans that's being displaced out of their homes or out of their places. All right, but and I'm not gonna say which one specifically. Whatever you see how you want. Okay, but what I am saying is that these illegal immigrants and things like this are coming up. This is all about Deuteronomy, with them coming in and you giving them an inch and they're taking a mile. Okay, this is all about removing the monarchy again, possibly because someone was not fit to serve. Okay, and so they wanted to use treachery and trickery in order to defile the person. This is like a group of goons. All right, this is a group of people or individuals like those raccoons that we saw on that car yesterday, that have taken it amongst their hands to use treachery and treason against a sitting individual, okay? A sitting empress. This is this energy about this gap energy that's in the media, or closing up some gap or some shit with this. It's something about these people working together as a team with fluid energy against the one. These are the people that put laws and organizations and 501c3 and whoever else in me, 23 in me and shit over God. These are the people that are bothered by the word of God. They use their laws, again, to get you to lie down or kneel or heel at their feet. Again, I don't heel to no motherfucking body on this planet. So, we gonna call out. I'm getting sick of when I hear these readers and these seers talking about, yes, some people do this. Stop saying some people, motherfucker. We know that you've been all hired or put on and given the power to grow, all right, in order to overthrow the real oracle of God, or the real seer, or the real chosen one. We know that you guys have your platforms on the backstage that you show things about this person or my life and exploit me illegally behind the scenes and sit there and share it with your guest or your group or whatever and make money possibly off of this shit. Like I said, some of you bitches wouldn't even be eaten if it wasn't for whatever this is. All right? These are the people that like to see somebody on top get knocked down, and then they take everything that they have around them, all right? Or they try to dishevel someone, keep them occupied, or distract them or destroy them, only for them to get to the top. And these are the people, again, you're going to end up with another 1% energy at the top that use this style of rulership or leadership in order to gain power and money and goods. And that means that if an unjust thing is happening with one person and everybody's rallying around it and think that it's so cute, the same damn thing can happen to you. It can happen to you in yarn. It's no difference. I don't give a fuck if somebody is talking about the white man and they look like you. I was reading a quote that said something around the lines of, learn how to obey and respect the good laws before you go trying to alter the others. Okay? So, when we're talking about treachery, it says here in etymology that it means this a treasonable or I can't find my glasses, or perfidious conduct. Okay? Trickery, deceit, cheating, trickery, lies, to cheat, to deceive. So these are people that are deceiving people, okay? Or they would, let's say they're not deceiving the people, but they're deceiving a person. They're using trickery to and using also inhumane tactics in order to dishevel or to overthrow or to disregard certain members. Certain members that I feel like if this was something that was a collective and together, I can't tell. See, so when we're talking about closing up the gap, then, and we talking about, because the other day we kept getting breach, right? There's a breach in something. So that breach also could be like a breach in a contract for, you know, someone that's not even aware that they're under a contract. All of the things these people do under the moon or the moon's energy or the phoenix energy. Yeah, well, that would then look at that energy as the Moorish energy that claims to be here before the Autochthon's energy. But it really is the power that they gain from the laws. Okay, these laws or these tactics they use in order to bring some type of structure to a free thinking, free society of people that didn't need to own or divide up land in order to feel powerful and knock others down or move them off their land to feel powerful. I don't know why I'm hearing each one teach one, but they leaked one. So this is people that know how to mooch off of or to I feel like these people have been watching certain individuals, including me, 24 hours a day at some point in time, maybe with the help. The reason why they got the help of the United States government is to try to bind something together that would be strong enough where they can use the tools and the equipment and the weaponry of the government in order to come against a woman, a certain woman, okay? Or a certain masculine and feminine energy, all right? I feel like these are those energies of these Queen of Cups that are spying and stalking that we were reading in Revelations last night in order to make two people look some kind of way, right? But turning the cameras away from them and theirs, all right? Because they don't want to be seen. They want to cause you or me despair. But there's, again, I feel like all of this stuff should have been taken down when someone is aware and pleading their case or making a plea against whatever the fuck this is. All right? So again, I'm not all into law. My thing, I feel, is the word. My thing is my faith and my dedication to God, which again can be the government in this world or in this realm. I told you, the three mountain energies could be that energy, the powerhouse when it comes to spirituality, seeing, knowing, something being organic to someone. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Moral, ethic, code. They couldn't defeat that, so they had to go ahead and go into law. And God laughs at those who put law before coming to God for whatever the fuck it is that they need. So I prefer, I mean, I don't know. I prefer to take heed. But, you know, I feel like these people feel like they have some, even though it's been a hell of a run with somebody that didn't even know that they were in competition like me, or didn't even know that these people were stalking me until I got to using my spidey senses, that didn't even know that these people really hated me the way that they did, that didn't even know that my friends and family might be partnering up with these people, that didn't even know that these people were coming for my children until I seen proof that they were coming for my children. This is not no woe is me. It's telling me, it's telling you the trickery that has been used against me that is going to be used against you on a mass level, period. blackmail, but all these people breaking these laws and rules don't end up in jail, especially in somewhere like New York. How you sitting there talking about something? You can't even respect and you can't even enforce the own laws in your own fucking state in order to keep people in order in an orderly fashion while you bringing in more and more people into that state, and then you call yourself having this smash and grab energy where people are getting bailed out or just getting out of jail free. I hear in Illinois they're going to be doing something like that even when it comes to murder and shit like this. They have to pay a fee and they can get out of jail. Now, again, this is just, again, hearsay, allegedly. But again, if you cannot, and that's why I go back to the commandments. It's easy. These are people in their own state. They claim to be so powerful, but in their own state, they're allowing lawlessness. And because they're behind the scenes and they can pump their fist and come around you and smoke a blunt or do some stupid shit like this, you think. I guess I don't have to tell you about these people because I'm pretty sure the people that are around these people know these people. But I guess, again, if you can't beat them, then join them. Weak. Again, so that would allow me to really realize and see that there's a bunch of weak individuals, or again, when the Bible says that there's no good men because they have taken alliance with someone else. These are the men, and then want to come sneaking around my borders with these bitches. Oh, no. Motherfuckers just mad. These are emotional women. They may not show this part online, but they're mad. They're mad of the soul connection that I have with these masculine energies and what I have with God. They are afraid of my life, and this is why they watch the throne all fucking day. You can't convince me in any way. My ass is here to stay. So I don't know what they got planned, what this is or whatever. Somebody trying to come invade or do something or, harm someone. I'm pretty sure that these are the individuals that are using these tactics on people, finding out their addresses, leaking their addresses publicly online, okay? And allowing people to be able to sneak and creep around your house 24 hours a day, mad because you don't want to be in some type of commitment or you're not going to bow down to them. It'll never happen. I don't give a fuck what kind of witchery, trickery, voodoo, history, or whatever the fuck you dealing with. And we know it's a lot. We know it's a lot in places like New York and Florida and shit like this. They have really so-called powerful high priestess and energies like this. And they're proud to have them because they feel like they can come against me. The only thing they can do is blind me, but I ain't worried. I feel like whatever battle this is spiritually that I have been dealing with these people all this time and I'm still here, lets you know who the fuck I'm dealing with. So we can play this gods and goddesses shit online. We can play it in real life or whatever. But I'm just saying. I mean, it looked like to me. Yes, we're going to see. Somebody thinks that somebody is stupid. I sit above the rest, motherfucker. That's what the emperors do. I see what you're doing. So you could keep on working on whatever they're working on, which I advise them to stop, especially when it come to me. You could keep on trying to do whatever it is that you're doing, trying to steal my spot, trying to, invade my privacy, or this fake an identity and all this stuff like this and think that they above the law. Again, lawlessness. Let's see what else they say about lawlessness. This could be even somebody trying to trick somebody out of their home or out of their place or something. Let's see. Falseness, deceitfulness, treachery. These are people mixing up your, keeping my YouTube channel oppressed. All right. While taking my information and feeding it to this beast in order for her to use this blasphemous energy to recreate or copycat me. It's such a weird way. Okay. We have faithlessness. Yeah, because these people ain't dealing with faith. They fake. This is what I'm talking about when we talk about some of these fakes, jakes, snakes, Moshe energy in some parts of the text. I apologize, but it's true. And Moab. They are. This is King of Swords or Queen of Swords energy. This is the battle of Armageddon or the battle against God. These people working with husbands or ex-spouses and in science and temperance and recreating and cloning and and dealing with these people that have lost their souls or paid the homage to other entities or species or creatures. All right, that they have these people have the breath blown into them. These are the individuals or the entities that the Lord God created. That is a lesser God, but again, I feel like again that could be the hermit, and the upright is God's energy, and then in the reverse, I feel like it's Lucifer. I feel like this is dealing with people that know me or know you or know the situation, and some that don't. Some of us are ignorant to exactly down to the bone who we really are or what the fuck we are. Again, my record is clean. Squeaky clean. And I feel like these are these antics that source keeps showing me, that people are using these ways of like writing up things. There was something about I don't know what word was that I was looking up earlier. It said something about a stroke, like a stroke of a pen. These people think that that's how they're going to win, by changing and altering and doctoring up documents, and by again joining with other forces. These are the people that talk so badly about the government or the United States, or some of them have been working for them the whole time, okay, or Dwight. And then they also talk about natives and stuff like that, okay, but then they go ahead and work, I feel like, together with some of these individuals or these entities behind the scenes to go against God, the chosen one of this time. This is what they've been doing, using technology and 5G and shit like this and 5D to alter things. So again, dishonest. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, and really, money green. They like green. They like green. And like I said, money is not the root of all evil to me. It is what you do with it that makes it so. So we have, and these are people that are, instead of approaching you and working with you, they work in the dark. They work in the dark. They start collecting people that's closest to you and turning them. It's almost like a zombie or vampire thriller or some shit like this. So people are dealing with compassion and empathy and these different characteristics that are what human. Oh man, like I said, this is scary to me. This is also people messing around with stuff that they don't know, dipping their feet into stuff or their hands or their mouth or whatever on shit and don't know what they're doing. And I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like it's something strange that is occurring. But I feel like it's only at the fault of these people that have been trying to be deceitful with the ways that they are doing things behind the scenes. So it says this is a related term, a breach of faith or trust, a base treachery, faithlessness, falsehood, treachery. Let's see, to deceive through trustingness. So yeah, these are the people that smile in your face and they want to take your place. From Perth through, and it's funny because the song just came on that said, I ain't worried. So this is letting me know that this feminine energy, they already been in my Akashic. They already be doing little sleep spells and shit like that when people are asleep. All right. Going in and trying to get into your head and read your mind, or try to figure out your destiny or what your next step is so they can be ahead of you. And these people aren't working alone. You think that when you go to the doctor, like I told you guys the other day about those sleep studies, it's funny how Unpacked was talking about that. It's funny how Unpacked was talking about electronics and stuff like this, okay? And how these people are using them. But those are the people. They the ones that be bringing it up, trying to make awareness of it. And God already showed me who behind doing it. I guess maybe I'm supposed to be on that side. I don't know. And so they all pissed off at me. But I don't know. It's something about I's free. I's gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't submit. I can't bow down to. I don't bow down to no, like I said, no, especially not these people. Nobody that's not in the righteous, that's dealing righteously. And I feel like if you can't face me, then that just shows that you're not, I mean, it just shows to me that you're working against me. Especially if I done called you out. You already know what I know. Yeah, so this is somebody that does that. This might even be Rahab energy, where these people have sent masculine energies or so-called twin flames to breadcrumb or love bomb or do different things to get close. May even be bold enough to try to sneak in your house at night. May even be close enough to get somebody else to sneak in your house at night. I feel like somebody's trying to plant some seeds in someone to defile them. Take it however you want. They could be using a page or something to do this, paying someone to do something like this. This all these people do is sit back. They come in front of you looking all professional. Yeah, they probably just, sit in the background, and sit there and try to see how they plot. If it wasn't about them plotting against me, I wouldn't even see these people. It's just that I've been shown who's doing what and when. That's just it. It's like fighting a war or a battle or something that you don't even know that you're in. And then you're wondering when you start finding out the real things these people are doing, how are you even surviving? You see? Because we don't talk about crime and stuff that much in the media no more. It's just about these other things that have to do with economics and stuff like that. And we ain't even got to get all intricate with it. It just is what it is. What happened to Made in America? I mean, it's just plain and simple. These are already theories that I've talked about. These people are studying what the fuck I'm saying and trying to seem like they have compassion and they're dealing with humanity in a proper, or they're dealing with, no, I don't want to say humanity, that they're dealing with, I don't know, why am I hearing human nature? Like, why does he do me this way? Okay? Tell him that it's human nature. It makes me think about something about someone treating someone badly. Humility is the word that I was looking for. They want to seem like they blend in. They want to seem like they have heart. Somebody said something, just because he got a heart don't mean he got heart. Because that just made me think about like an emptiness or someone that's empty. And that's why they suck on people like me and my energy. And then they show the world how someone is, while someone is, people that don't know about spirituality or witchcraft and don't know about binding spells and rituals. And, while they're looking at me, they're not looking at these people and what the fuck they're doing behind the scenes. They don't see what people are doing to try to bind someone. But the real thing is, I feel like if they get too close, then it's something that may, may be something. But it's only a defense mechanism. It's only, like I said, Israel being able to protect herself. I don't bother these people. If they supposed to be arch enemies or friends or foes or whatever they supposed to be, I don't know. Today I went and looked at somebody's page that I haven't been to in months. But when I heard what she was saying, I'm like, well, damn, that sounds like me to a certain degree. But again, I already know that these are these people here. You can't tell what they are. But I know one thing, it's about power. It's a power trip or a power struggle. Okay, if there was no need to try to take or exhume power from me, they wouldn't be working the way that they are behind the scenes. And Source wouldn't be showing me these things just to give me like a clue as to what's going on. But I'm not really worried about it. Maybe I should be, but I don't see it that way. These are people that are really feasting on people's energy, draining people. Draining. It's almost like somebody, like if you think about Moana, the heart of Tafiti, like somebody that stole the heart of Tafiti, and Tafiti got it back, and then this person is mad because it's something about this. This goes deeper. This is about, alliances and relationships and love and war and, strife and ego and, like I said, a power struggle. It's something about that. It's something about not liking the beauty or the nature of someone that really gives their all to God. and respects man and what they do, and follows and respects their laws, okay, to a certain extent, all right, not to enough not to break them, I guess, to a certain extent. But how you breaking laws, breaking trust, breaking moral ethic and code, breaking universal laws, right? And then calling yourself installing the laws of men. That just shows you the true color and the character and the content of these people. That's what it looked like to me. They have gone too far. And I feel like whatever they're doing is just a waste of time, because I feel like there's a sense of immortality here. It's almost like these are the people that are going to be grind to dust. Now, this could be the energy of somebody not wanting to represent or make me think that I'm not the queen, or I'm not a spouse of this person, that this person maybe had under their clutches at one point in time and probably murdered this person, either paper genocide or otherwise, all right, to keep this person away from me so that we can't have power together or authority or something like this, all right? They probably tried that. It probably worked for a little bit. Somebody might have been under their spell or something. And I feel like this is real stuff. It really, really works. I feel like black magic also has to do with, people that have that label as black. Everybody, I don't think everybody in the world can change it. I don't know. Maybe they have. I mean, in the country. But using these laws that can harm these particular people that are supposedly dead in the eyes of law. So to me, that can mean that, a lot of things. In the Black's Law Dictionary, can mean a lot of things. It can mean lawlessness itself. And for them to turn the structure upside down and put the beast of the field and the other beast above God and above a certain hierarchy or the monarchy, when these people have not, they may be healing or bending down or bowing down to someone, all right, but they haven't done the inner work to be able to be in those positions of power. It's almost like, they're turning these people and giving them some type of care package or some type of assistance or something like this, so that these people can be empowered by numbers, or they can outnumber the chosen one, or they can outnumber God. It'd be like, are you serious? Are you serious? And politicians and all this shit is getting in on it too. Everybody want it. Everybody is gunning for whatever this is. That's already somebody's. The throne that you feel like you've been looking at and trying to defile is the one where that's where the fuck is gonna stay. That's where it's at, and that's what it is. And anybody under that don't want to operate in righteousness should be held accountable for it. And anybody that want to instill whatever they have to instill at the border, or when it comes to these police departments or whatever this shit is, that should be held accountable for it. People should be day and night, night and day. People should be on these people's head. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I feel like these people feel like they've already won something. And I feel like it's just this thing. They're going to try to use this to say, well, this the crown or this and that. No, it's your lawlessness. It's your treachery. It's your treasonous acts. It's you guys turning against other people and discriminating against people. That's what it is. I'm all about America first. Not the United States, but America first, because the people are the ones that matter. It's the people that make the world go round. But if their leaders are not a people, and if their leaders are children, if their leaders are using treachery amongst the people, then that is a problem. I don't care what color or what groups, indigenous nations or whatever tribes or what treaties or whatever the fuck they're doing, it's not right. They mad because I call it out. That's why they blocked me from putting up Bible scriptures on Facebook. Because these people think that they think they're above the law, But when you think you above God, which could be again the government, okay, but if somebody's calling it out, then you just need to go ahead and take the walk of shame, remove your old hat or whatever the fuck it is. Some people need their fucking heads removed or decapitated, and then just going on about it. And I feel like that's what this is. They try to decapitate the head of the American Empress in order to take the body. So be careful of those who can kill the body and the soul, but they can't deal with mine. That's why they've been fighting for the soul of America. These groups have been working together. These are spies. These are agents. These are ops. These are, what do you call them? Agent Smiths in the Matrix. That's what they are. And they've been smiling in your face and telling you how to maybe beat a case and all this other shit or whatever. But at the end of the day, they are not your friends. Well, I don't know what they are to you, but if you trying to defeat God, or if you're not no friend of my God, then you're not no friend of me. Something about spoken enemies, but all these people know that they've stolen. They've stolen a lot, and that's why they don't want to see someone who is righteous at the top. That's why they try to find other things and dig and claw and scratch and try to uncover things and talk about past instances. I don't even know who sit there and spend their time. Really? Real world leaders, people that really care, that's what they spending their time doing? That's what they paying people off to the side to do? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. I don't see how it makes sense to you. I don't know. But I guess this is what, if it look like it's only happening to one person, you're not paying attention to how quick it's going to come back and like, I don't know why I'm thinking about like an anaconda or something coming around, swipe around and come and collect the rest. It's something about that. They already have the scent of whoever these people are. And they stop nowhere night and day. I feel like there might be something coming in between here that might be able to block. Is giving me the Lover's card, which is Adam and Eve, I feel like. And how the red hill or whatever may be something that is in between these two people. The red hill could be representing a group of people, though, because on one of my cards, if I look really closely, there's some people hidden inside of that hill. And why I'm thinking about that Running Up That Hill song. A promise to God or a vow to God or something like this. But again, I feel like there's a lot of falsities here. There's someone in power that shouldn't be. They've been blocking whoever it is from knowing, getting the proper information to make it fair. You see what I'm saying? This is like getting memos and emails and downloads and things like this, and then restricting someone else from having those same things so that you can combat. So they don't want nobody combating with what they're saying. It's just what these people say goes. They're above everything. So what's done in the dark shall come to light. The moon might delve in the dark. The sun brings and shed light and shed manna on things. So again, if it's someone I'm looking at the sun, and you dealing with the moon on that level, and you bound down to the moon, or even using their treacherous tactics, that's the reason why I can see these people. I can see them for who they are. And a lot of these people are going to end up losing everything. These are people that are hot-headed, all right? Very much so hot-headed, irrational, mentally insane, unstable, although they put on a presentation and they can recite some laws and recite some scriptures, they're mentally unstable. And they don't care about anyone from adults to the cradle. They don't care about anyone that is of old or old God energy, or the new people that are coming in that they just want to use for cheap labor. I'm just saying. I'm talking about illegals that are being used or that are being brought in and used for cheap labor. I can see there's a method to somewhat of that madness, but again, I don't agree with the illegal alien. I don't agree with being so greedy that you want these people in here to be able to work for cheap or something like this because you think Americans, and you know Americans don't want to work for them fucking minimum wage. But instead of changing that and giving Americans what they deserve, that have been holding that were born and bred on this land and have been holding things up all this time, they're just going to overflood the land and bring more people in that don't respect or understand the customs or anything of the land, or the laws or the layout or anything of the land. It makes no sense to me, but I guess they'd rather do that than work with and uplift or exalt the ones that are already here. It's just what it is. Allegedly. They would rather subdue the real ones and replenish them, like it says in the Bible, and bring in, okay? Now, this is when the Lord God started to rule. God already said things. So when it says the laws or the rules or whatever that have been stored up in heaven, or even they're talking about this book, or if your name ain't on the list, I already wrote the list. I was with God listening to the list. So what list is you talking about? Because there's some people that was on that list that ain't on that motherfucking list no more. So you trying to hurry up and close the book and try to show society that this name has been etched out. Wrong. It's something like this. Heaven can also be the Capitol Dome, okay? That's why they're using Queen of Cups energy to look into that cup, because that cup belongs to more than likely the Empress, because they can't get close to the Empress. They can't touch the Empress for real. All they can do is try to stir the pot or try to do something with Cups energy or Queen of Cups energy to try and manipulate or use some kind of treachery or trickery to stir the pot. Try to even stir up your own thoughts. That's what they've been trying to do to me. These camps, these concentration camps, think about that. To concentrate on something. Concentrate on love, concentrate on fear or war. You're not concentrating on, but again, I feel like there's nothing to do. In the end, there's nothing, none of this should even matter. These concentration camp could just mean it's not going to look like army soldiers out here like they give you the perception on no damn paper in 2022. You crazy? Especially not nowhere in Wisconsin when these boys got these fucking rifles and these guns. Nah. It's going to be looking like mind manipulation, brainwashing, different. That's why they keep talking about the FBI and all this shit. It's different sectors of this that are being used to basically weaponize humans to go against other beings. RoboCop energy, whatever you want to call it, is just what it is. And they say I'm hating because this, or I'm mad because of a twin flame, or you're mad because you're not this and that. Well, you know what? Really, I'm not, because those things, God don't give me even the amount of time in my mind to sit there and it's like I'm just I'm shit. I might be the angel of judgment or something. I don't know. All right, because I don't sit there and think about, I just think about, oh, that's what they're doing? Okay. And I just see what's going on, and then that's it. I speak about it, and that's it. That's what the empress do. She heralds information. That's why she got a microphone in her hand. Or the emperor just sit there and give commands like God, almost. They're not out in the streets with the people, walking around, meeting with people, gathering up people like that. No. It's by speech. There's a certain, I don't know if it's the Leviathans or it's another group of people that they speak things into existence. That's some type of manifestation here. All right. And then other people try to take the glory by saying, oh, it's our laws or it's what we put together. No, it was already spoken. It's been written. That's why I laugh at these particular sneak commitments that they're making behind the scenes. Especially when it comes to my anointed. And that's the other thing. Just because they've been anointed don't mean that they haven't been altered by something else. I keep thinking about these vials and how have they been used. It amuses these people to think they know so much about these things, but really the people that's working for this Nine of Pentacles energy or the flying monkeys, they don't know that much about it. And there may be some that are studying it, yeah. But really it's just coming off of what one person is saying that looks like the top dog, or look like they know what they can say it real eloquently or some shit like this. They sit there and watch the Empress prophesy and speak all these things last year that were going to be happening, that were already shown or already seen. And then what are they doing behind the scenes? Collecting it all up or chopping it up and then dispersing it amongst these people here, okay? I just feel like the envy and the jealousy and the hate and the strife come from the tarot communities, because when these feminine energies, when gods or little g gods or all these other energies go from place to place with these feminine energies, you know what I'm saying, they get some type of something that brings them something that, you know, they probably never felt before. Hell, it was my first time too. But I realized very quickly that whatever the fuck it is in me, in you. This is what, I don't know, that's how Source speaks to me. Whatever it is in you. And I feel like somebody's saying that's all that really matters. That's why, you know, we keeping you off to the side or we keeping you hidden. And I'm thinking, why? That don't even make no sense. That's like it's being my birthday party and my sister is wearing the birthday hat and shit because she's spoiled or something like this. And the mother or the mom always give her way. Or, you know, I never understood that either. Like, oh, just get him a birthday suit too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, he gonna be jealous. No, dear, he gonna have to just be fucking jealous. This ain't his birthday or her birthday. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Because that's a trickaroonie here. All right? Everybody already know with some siblings, you know, family members or the parents or something like this, they may not be the one that was that were geared for greatness, but they're the ones that society would look like that because they have these credentials and all this other thing, but they treat people like shit or they're narcissistic. All right? But everybody in the family, everybody around know there's something about your energy, but it irritates them. It irritates them. Even when you start speaking out and they're like, I know she didn't. I know she ain't just say that. When they know that you're fighting a war or a battle by yourself, a spiritual stuff. Some of these people even working for the enemy. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's spiritually, telepathically, whether it's energetically, all right? Whether they know it or not. The people that reject the cornerstone and build something anyway. And then they say, why did it get torn down? Well, the hometown or a community goes against, now I'm seeing it's more of an aspect to that because these people were gaining something from keeping someone down. And that's what I put up a post the other day, and earlier, and I just wrote something on there. It was somebody that fell out on the ground, or it looked like he might have been pushed down, or he fell down, or something on the ground, and somebody reached their hand out. And I said, anybody that's against something like this is basically a part of the problem. And it's something you got to dig deeper. What is wrong with this person? Matter of fact, let me close this thing just in case you see between this camera looking. But again, so that's the way I look at it. Anybody that was okay with laughing at that, anybody taking an upstanding citizen that's minding their own business and doing their work for God, and maybe not as financially off as some of these other people, or looked at in society as these other people, but still they have something to bring to the table, obviously, or all these motherfuckers wouldn't have been sitting around or coming back. I feel like some of these people even planted themselves in the community at one point in time to assist. All right, to protect. And I feel like, again, a power from the outside was getting too strong. It's just like we were talking about those queens that were blinded or bound to not see what was going on in society so that they wouldn't know how to operate or make up, would come up with ideas of how to change things. So it's almost like you don't even know. Like there's a level of whatever this witchcraft or this binding that they use where you don't even know. So it seems like you're just careless about the information. But really, these people are just isolating you like, on an island like John the Patmos or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and having you just writing down everything. These queens had to just write, they had journals after journals after journals. But what does that mean after you're already gone? You didn't even have to herald, you couldn't even speak your truth to the people. What kind of shit is that? And I feel like that's why they had that's why they had a problem with someone like Diana. She might have even been different, or she had these gifts as well, possibly. I don't know, that's making me think about wells, and it's also making me think about a breach, or God making those great wells in the beginning of Genesis. I think Genesis 1. Hmm. Yeah, that just made me think about that. So again, those are the things that need to be altered. Because then, everybody want to glorify what the queen thought after she's dead. How does that work? Men, especially with Victoria, all the men that came in acting like they were assisting her or helping her or something like this, it was just seemed like they were taking something from her, whether it be power or whatever it would be. And because they can get out of jail free, see, and we got, excuse me, we got Adam or Adams. I know somebody was doing something around here. Okay, spraying something. Mm-hmm. I don't like people that sit there and talk to me like or do a video or something, you know what I'm saying, about a serious matter or something with shades on. I don't like that. I feel like there's something in these people's eyes that needed to be seen or need to be seen. And I don't know, it's something about Adam's phenotype. Yeah. Something about that phenotype. Something about that story I keep telling y'all about when I went to go visit, someone. And one time when I went to go see, they looked a certain way. And then the next time I went, they looked a little bit more like their old self. Something weird is going on here. I was watching American Horror Story, but I said I can't watch this season. It's a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit too gruesome or whatever. Like, I don't know. I can't call it like, yeah, I'm not going to speak too much on it. But I just noticed something about, it's mostly about the things and the pictures and the things that are going on in the background. But when the woman had, what was it? Oh, she had transformed or whatever, and she had went ahead to be with her son or whatever. But they had to like sleep in like a coffin or something like that. Like somebody was altering people. Kind of like even Lucy. It's giving me Lucy energy when they altered her. Or it was like a, kind of like something went wrong or whatever with what happened with her. But yeah, but anyways, I think that's just it. I'm just sitting down here looking at the trees blowing around in the wind, enjoying like the breeze or whatever. But I guess I can get my day started. I feel like people disregard, or even they may even be somewhat disgusted or envious about someone who gets to take in energy, or maybe working with source and can be open to different energies sitting right where they are. Because again, some of these people want you on that rat race. There's nothing wrong with that either, if that's what you enjoy. Some people have to work. They like to work. My dad, he have to. You know what I'm saying? He gonna retire and he's still gonna be working. You know. And I do notice the way people do treat you when you don't. When you may be independent. But the thing that I'm upset about is that I know for a fact that these people are using tactics to restrain people. Like, I'm doing the same thing. A lot of these readers and shit, I mean, at first when they open up their platform, of course, there has to be some kind of growth or something like this. But I'm just doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. So why restrict me? I mean, it's just a tall tale energy here. It's just showing the true colors of whoever these people are working behind the scenes. And they don't care. They just like, oh, we just tired of hearing that person. We don't want to go through this, or we forget about the words in the book. I mean, I'm tapped into that too. I'm tapped into all. What are you talking about? But it's just I only focus on or really bring out things when source really get on me like, girl, I said get up and say what I said. Other than that, it's not really important for me to talk about. There are some that are set apart. Their energy is to bring light or shed light. That's what their job is. You may not get paid that much. I don't remember Jesus getting paid no check. And I don't remember God really asking nobody for no damn money. I'm just saying this is for a season. I don't think that nobody should just sit there and not do. But again, there is something about this aspect of they know that somebody needs money right now. This is why they have been working so hard on stopping someone's growth. All right, online, because when people get a large following online, what do? They start offering things to their guests or to the people that are walking with them or following them, or they open up something and these people support it and they support the person. You see, so if somebody is taking my information that must have some type of something to it, some substance to it, and allowing someone else to copy it, but blocking me from growth, this is a whole devised plan. And if this can happen to someone like me, it means it can happen to you too. If people don't see you fit, or they just want to pick on you, or they just want to choose you to be the person that they want to embarrass or harass or manipulate or whatever. It's as simple as that. At the same time, they got their fangs in you, sucking all your energy and draining you of all your energy. And it's not a complaint. I'm not a victim. I'm a warrior, a survivor, someone who is an observer, someone who is a visionary. All right? Do you know when you work hard or you think or you put things into perspective or you're, planning things or whatever, do you know what it's like to not even want to write down your plans because somebody might be watching or listening? You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I've already laid down the groundwork and thought of these plans and designs in my head and shit a long time ago. These people just thought that they could just open up my dome or my cup and take from whatever they want and not even include me or not even ask me. This could be the way these women have felt over time. And they just leave you empty or silent or not even want to, in solitude, not want to deal with people no more, not want to even, I feel like that's what it does to some people if you're not strong enough. Or in a mental institution or facility, and it's really just force and control. It's really force and control. It has nothing to do with humility or caring about humanity. It has nothing to do, it has something to do with control. It's very cold. And I know somebody is holding back something financially because they know that when you get it, you're going to take off. And again, they don't want you to be able to come after them. This is with this old energy, forgive, and forget. No, wait a minute, because what I remember is like, no, I can't. You know what I'm saying? The forgiving energy is just, you did it, I know what you did, whatever. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? But it depends on what it is. Somebody still got or trying to get something that belongs to me. Somebody still withholding something that belongs to me. To further some type of despair or something here. And I feel like these people are going to be the ones that are going to end up in despair. But they feel like there's not that many good people left. And that's the sad thing. It may not be. This is why they're not worried. Because they were already blackmailed and sabotaged and went and slashed people apart throughout the land in order to battle against God. All I'm just the one to sit there and acknowledge the fact that it's being done and show people how it's being done and how it's being done to me through my mind's eye and how I feel like it's being done to the masses. That's what a messenger is. You can't get mad at me. Well, you can if you want to. I don't know why. I could coddle you and tell you this stuff or whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is where this person got their message from. See, yeah, okay, we'll just stop here. Because the more I just keep on doing these videos and giving it up, the more they just keep taking it. But I can't just sit here and let these people continue to fight or, target me with Eight of Wands energy. I have to say something.